Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, we're looking at another iconic henchman of Skeletor's band of baddies, and that of SPIKOR. As you can see, I have a very small collection of SPIKOR, but I do have the Origins version right here, loose and in packaging, and also the Masterverse version, loose and in the packaging. So we'll take a look at the artwork. We'll look at the comic that comes with SPIKOR here. Also for fun, we'll look at the 80s version of SPIKOR, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics, to see, the comparison, between the two. And also we'll look at the Classics version, too, of SPIKOR, to compare him with the Revelations version of SPIKOR here. Also for fun, guys, I grabbed an upcoming figure from the Masters of the WWE Universe, which is SPIKOR related. All right, we'll take a look at him in the packaging real fast, guys. All right, here we go. So here's SPIKOR here. One of the last, figures of the vintage Origins line, right before the cartoon collection hit. Now, this line is not done yet, not far from done, but for now, this is one of the, last waves that we got right before the cartoon collection and the Turtles of Grayskull was this, the Rise of the Snake Men, SPIKOR figure here. So here he is. You got the Rise of the Snake Men head and the two snakes above and around the Master of the Universe logo. SPIKOR, the untouchable Master of Evil Combat. And there's old SPIKOR here. And I do remember SPIKOR. I think he, about in the Filmation, he came near the end of the Filmation. Only a few episodes, But if I might be wrong, but I remember his voice being very cool. He had a very weird voice in the Filmation cartoon. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. I can only explain it like him being underwater or something like that. He had a really cool voice in the Filmation cartoon. I don't remember him in the 2000X version. He might have been there, but of course he's in the new Revelation show. But there he is. There's a SPIKOR right there, and you can see that iconic snake skin bubble right there, which is very cool. And one of the times where you notice in the the Rise of the Snake Men packaging, there's no snake head right here, that we've seen in the Rise of the Snake Men logo here, and the box art here. So there's no sticker here. One of the rare times that's not here. He's got an iconic prong right there, and his mace right there, which is very similar to a figure that we just got, and I just noticed that too. And what I'm talking about is that that oozed He-Man from the Turtles of Grayskull. He has that big old silver club right there, which is like that SPIKOR club right there. So if you wish to, if you have a loose version of that He-Man, that that oozed, mind-controlled, slimed He-Man, you can probably switch out, if you want to use this, particular, mace right here, you can do that because it's the same exact mace right there. There's a little SPIKOR right there. Look around the back. Was absolutely amazing artwork here of him taking on Extendar. And I believe this might be Stondar. I don't know if it's Stondar or Rock-On. I always get those guys confused. But, we do know that we are getting Rock-On very soon in a couple days, guys. So, he's going to be like $20, at MattelCreations.com. Okay, he's going to be a Mattel Creations exclusive Origins figure, guys. So, so mark your calendars, guys, okay? But there's I think that's Stondar. I might be confused. Rock-On. But either way, absolutely beautiful artwork right there. There he is. And you can switch his weapon out if you wish. Of old SPIKOR. And there's the cross of the other figures in this particular wave. I want to say wave 15, I think. I might be wrong on that too, guys. It's been a hot minute, There's a SPIKOR right there. All right. And let's take a look at the comic that SPIKOR was a part of. And there it is, this card right here. The Fading Fortress right there. Very cool. Once again, beautiful artwork right there. Great read. I love reading these comics too, guys. I love collecting these as well. That big, what? Speaking of ships, I would love to see, in the Origins collection. I mean, wouldn't it be awesome to get the collector, you know, I think that'd be a badass ship to get in the Origins collection. I hope we get that. I think I might be wrong, but I thought I saw images of the attack track from the Filmation cartoon. You know, as a vehicle coming very soon, part of the cartoon collection. You know, I think unless I'm wrong about that, but you know, if we get the attack track, you know, I would love to get the collector. You know, as an Origins vehicle. I think that'd be really cool, guys. Of course, there's the cross cell of the other figures in this particular wave, right there. All right, and let's look at the 80s version real fast. And here's the 80s version of SPIKOR here. I mean, Origins does an amazing job giving that nod, that vintage, you know, nod of the Origins. I mean, of the 80s line here. Oops, put that right there. And there was a variant, okay? If you have the variant, an uncommon variant of SPIKOR features 4 blue spikes down the center of his torso instead of the more common 3. So if you have a vintage SPIKOR, take a look at the middle of the blue right there, the blue little dots right there, and see if you have the vintage, the variant or the standard one. You might have the variant. And there he is in the box art right there. Here he is taking on He-Man. There he is. Nice glamour shot of the vintage 80s version of SPIKOR. Came out in 1985. Alright. Of course, let's take a look at my Origins version of SPIKOR. There he is. Very cool. They all roughly stand about that, you know, the vintage Origins line stands roughly about that 5.5 scale, whereas the cartoon collection is a little bit taller because they're a little more upright. They stand about, you know, the cartoon collection stands about half an inch taller than the vintage Origins line. But absolutely amazing. And this is one of the times where you cannot remove the chest from the figure here because it's supposed to be part of him, of his body here. So you cannot like take off, you know, the armor here. You know, I can't remember a time. You know, it might be like I don't remember a time where a figure. You know, this is probably one of the only times. What I'm saying, guys, I'm sorry. This is one of those times where you cannot remove the armor of the figure here because it's a part of him. Very rare to see that, which is pretty cool. Alright. And for fun, guys, let me show you this figure here of an upcoming review here of a SPIKOR related person. And it's Junkyard Dog right here. As you can see, the chest right here, real fast, is SPIKOR related right here. It's the same exact, almost the same exact chest plate right here. Is the vintage Origins version right here. There he is right there. But this version here, you can remove from the figure here. You can take off. And I'm about to say, I mean, it would be kind of cool to, if you wish, but you can't really, you know, remove the armor here from Junkyard Dog and put it on your vintage, you know, SPIKOR here to give him a different look and, you know, and be pretty, that'd be pretty cool. But unfortunately, you cannot do that, I don't think. Unless it's wide enough. I don't think it's wide enough to remove, you know, you can take this off the figure, I believe. I think it can be removed, I think. It looks like it's wide enough and thick and you know, that you can pop it off, I believe. I might be wrong on that because I only have the one version of him. But I think that if you could do that, I think that'd be really cool. You know, giving him like a different look of SPIKOR here. You know, that blue and silver look right here. I just want to show you this version of Junkyard Dog. And we'll take a look at him a little bit closer, you know, down the road in some time, in a couple weeks. But I just want to show you this version of Junkyard Dog, part of the massive WWE Universe crossover event with that SPIKOR related armor right here. All right. All right, back to normal SPIKOR here. And let's take a look at his Masterverse version. Here he is. There's the Masterverse version. Right here. Have the 30 points of articulation right there, of course. The Masterverse logo. You have the Netflix. It's part of the Netflix show right here. That iconic orange mace right there. There's old SPIKOR. Comes with extra pairs of hands right there. His prong weapon right there. You have the Master Universe Revelation logo. SPIKOR, Mattel, of course. Nice glamour shot of him right here. Looks absolutely amazing. And of course, the back. Oh, SPIKOR right here. I'll kind of freeze that real fast. You wish to read that, his bio right there. He's very dangerous in close quarters combat right there. And the cross-sell of the other figures. Alright, there's a SPIKOR right there. Alright, let's take a look at his Masterverse version up close right here. And there he is right here. Very cool figure. Now, his spikes, you know, and we'll look at the Classics version, you know, it's cool, but they didn't give us enough spikes on this figure. I think they should have given us more spikes, like the vintage, you know, like the Classics version. You know, I know it's different from Classics, but I think, you know, I think they didn't give us enough spikes on the chest here. I really should. I think they should have gone all out with the spikes here, like the Origins version here too. And another thing I think it would have been really cool, you know, in my personal opinion, if this right here, I know it's not really technically what it is, but it'd be kind of cool. And you know, you have a little button here which you can press for this thing to pop out and shoot, you know, at his enemies or the good guys. I think that would be kind of a cool little trick there. You know, something different. You know, something new. You know. I mean, you can just pop it back in, it's spring loaded, and you just press a button and it shoots right out. I think that would be a really cool upgrade to his weapon here. But other than that, he's still an amazing figure here. Really cool. I do like him. I love the look of him. I like his face sculpt looks really good. All right, if you give me 1 second, guys, we'll take a look at his Classics version. And here's his classic version, guys, right here. Came out in 2012, right there. And there he is. And as you can see in the Classics version, you can see the amount of spikes on his chest is much more than the Masterverse Masterverse Revelations look right there. So that's what I'm talking about. They did a really great job of the spikes here on the Classics version. And I do like this version here. Other weapons right there. And there he is in the packaging, right there, in the Classics version. And I always compare the Classics versions of the He-Man line to the Masterverse line, because they're like roughly the same height and scale. And there's a little SPIKOR right there, front to back and side to side. And I'll pause this little fun fact if you wish to read that right there. All right. Alright, so there you go, guys. There's a look at SPIKOR. An amazing figure and an iconic, you know, evil henchman of Skeletor's band of baddies. And you can also notice in this version, too, the armor can be removed from this figure here. And I'm wondering how you feel about that, you know. If you know, because, you know, the Origins version and the Classics version, I think does the Classics version do that too? I'm not rich. I never owned a Classics version, guys, so I don't know. It looks like the Classics version can be removed as well. All right, so that's interesting to know. Huh? But very cool, guys, very cool, and I'm happy to have him in the collection. And I hope you guys have him in your collection as well. A must-have. Right there. And like the Origins version, you know, both versions, you can customize, you can pop the head up, you can pop the hands off, you know, you can customize them however you wish to create your own version of SPIKOR or any figure in the Origins line and the Masterverse line too. Alright. Now, I do have a Funko Pop here too, guys, and I thought, strangely, I thought I had a SPIKOR Funko Pop, and I don't have one. It's one of those things I overlooked, and so now I'm on the hunt to get me a SPIKOR. I believe he has one at Funko Pop in the world of the Master Universe. So I came up with another one, and this is a figure that we just saw the artwork for on the Eternia playset. Okay, and I hope we do get this figure. I mean, they showed the artwork of him. You know, I wouldn't see why not. And who I'm talking about is Blast Attack. I would love to get an Origins version of Blast Attack, you know, in the Origins line right there. So I grabbed old Blast Attack here. We can take a look at him. An iconic, really cool figure right there. I shot up him right there, Blast Attack. And I think he was also shown in the Revolution show too. Yeah, I think he blew himself up, I believe. Also, let me know if there is a SPIKOR. I think there is. I gotta look it up. I think there is. It's got to be a SPIKOR Funko Pop somewhere. All right. And he was the Toy Tokyo San Diego Comic-Con 2020 limited edition right there. All right. But there you go, guys. I mean, I'm going to get old Junkyard Dog out here, too. One last time. We can take a look at all my kind of versions of SPIKOR here. And even though he's not really SPIKOR, I'm going to include him real fast, the Junkyard Dog here, because I love that bluish armor, that SPIKOR armor, real fast here. There he is. Alright guys, I'd like to take time now to thank my subscribers. If you made it this far in the video and have not subscribed, please subscribe guys. I love talking with you guys, all things Masters of the Universe, which could be the Origins line here. You know, the vintage Origins line. To the Masters line too. To even Funko Pops, okay? To even the Masters of the WWE Universe, which is like the granddaddy here. Like the one that started it all. The first version of the Origins line right here is the Masters of the WWE Universe right here. Alright? Of course, to the, you know, to the cartoon collection now, or the Filmation collection, to the Turtles of Grayskull as well. To occasionally, you know, we do the Superstars line, which is pure wrestling line too on the channel here too, guys. All right, and hit that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. It means a lot. It helps my channel to get out there, to grow, hopefully for more people to watch my videos and liking them and subscribing too. So hitting that like button means a lot, guys, and thank you for doing that, guys. It means a lot. And hit that notification bell when you upload new videos, and I've got a lot of videos coming very soon, guys, from Origins to Masterverse. I got a lot of notifications for the Masterverse line, like the new Battle Armor He-Man, to Mechanic, to, you know, the mini comic book the new Eternia Triclops, and Keldor is on their way. Even the new or fan favorite reissue of Merman has been shipped now. And we'll look at some, you know, all the vehicles so far in Origins, and decide which one's your favorite, you know, Origins vehicle so far, from the, you know, the Talon Fighter to the Sky Sled to the Roton to the, you know, to the Ground Ripper to even you know, I mean, even the Wind Raider. I mean, there's been so many iconic vehicles, you know, and we just saw that image of the, you know, the Bashiosaurus, you know, image on the front of the Eternia. Maybe that's a note or a nod to us collectors that might be coming, you know, very soon to the collection, you know, to our collection. So we'll take a look at all the, you know, iconic vehicles so far in the Origins line. All right, so stay tuned for that, guys. So a lot of videos coming soon, guys, I hope. I mean, we should be getting a lot of videos from the Master W Universe and all great stuff, guys, coming very soon, guys. All right? Share this video, guys, who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. You know, like the, you know, the vintage Origins line here, to the Masterverse line here, to the Master of WWE, to the Turtles of Grayskull, I mean, to the cartoon collection, to the vintage 80s line, to the classics line, to the 2000X line too as well, to the New Adventures, if you know, if you like the New Adventures line, to the Princess of Power line, to Mondo, to Funko Pops. I mean, over 40 plus years, guys, of this incredible product here, and I absolutely love it. Even in the CGI line as well. So, guys, I hope you guys have a great Thursday, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care, guys, and have a good one.